What happens if a person dies before he gives zakat? So let's assume my zakat date was due in the 1st of Ramadan, and I didn't give it up or get it off, take it and give it away on the 1st of Ramadan, and I so happened to die 2 weeks later in the middle of the Ramadan. What should be done? In this case, before dividing the wealth to the heirs, they must calculate the zakat and give it off, because they know that it was due and I did not pay it on time. And this has to be done because it's a debt to Allah Azza wa Jal. Even if the heirs say, no, 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 we want our wealth, we don't care about our father's sin or delay in paying the zakat, we want our money. They said, no, you're not entitled. It's like any debt to any debtor. They have to receive their right first before we distribute the inheritance. But if the due date of zakat was not due, then there is no calculation of zakat. Khalas. The money's possession and ownership has been transferred before the zakat was due, so it is not calculated. Whatever is given to the government other than the zakat funding is not considered to be zakat. So I may pay the state or the government specific fees, such as taxations, electricity bill, utility bills, and the likes. I cannot deduct this from zakat and say, well, this is on behalf of the zakat. No, this doesn't work like this. Zakat has to be given to the 8 categories as we've mentioned previously. Now, zakat also is not related to sanity or to puberty, because it's a percentage that should be taken from the wealth regardless of who owns the wealth. So if we have an orphan who did not reach the age of puberty, or we have someone who's a minor but has wealth, or someone who's insane yet he has wealth, we have to take zakat from it. And this is the most authentic opinion, because it is Allah's right in such wealth, and it has to be taken, even if the individual that owns it is not accountable, yet it has to be taken. Sometimes we may have funds collected for charity and for building a masjid or for helping others, and this fund or this money collected has no specific owner. So if I give money from my side as a donation to this fund, and this fund deals with helping those who are in need to get married, or it's a fund that builds masjids or hospitals, no one possesses this wealth anymore. I gave charity, it is out of my possession, it's not mine anymore. In this case, such wealth has no zakat in it, because it doesn't have any owner of it. Now, if a person dies before the time of the zakat is due, there is no zakat on that wealth. And if he dies before paying the zakat, though it was due, then even if the heirs don't get a penny, because the zakat would consume, and this is hypothetical, But this is a debt that has to be given back and spent because Allah mandated it. And as per the hadith, the Prophet said, ﷺ, pay any debt that is owed to Allah, for Allah is most deserving that any debt owed to Him to be paid. So this is what the heirs should do, even if they would get nothing. And likewise, as we've stated before, the money that is collected for da'wah, for charity purposes, that does not have an owner, then this money is not zakatable, and this money is for the service of the Muslims, and hence we don't give zakat from it. Can we give zakat to charity fields, such as building masjids or hospitals, or charity organization to build roads and the likes? And this is not permissible. Though some scholars said that this is part of fi sabilillah. As we said, sabilillah is, according to the majority of scholars, is only for jihad, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka ala abdihi wa rasulihi nabiyyina Muhammad.